Greetings and salutations, viewers, to Design Cybertron X, coming to you with a new toy review. You see, a while back I was doing Power Ranger Megazords. Well, I'm going to do a couple of videos of role-playing items. I don't have a lot, so it's just going to be a few videos until I probably get more, if I want more. If I find some I like, I'll probably get them and review them. This one is on Power Rangers Dino Thunder, and I'm talking about the two Morphers. The Morpher that is for the three main Rangers, and the White Ranger Morpher, which these things are pretty cool. Let's start with the Red Ranger Morpher. First of all, I know some people will ask this, so I will do it. It does fit on my wrist. Very, very not all that well. So this is how it would be worn on the show. Or was it this? Oh, I believe it was this wrist. Because the way they did the morph sequence that they had to do so. But here it is on my wrist. So it's actually a rather decent size Morpher. Let me go ahead and take this off the wrist to show you some details. I'll put it back on to show you some other things. Detail wise, I haven't turned this on yet. I want to show you some of the molding. Let's take some of this off. Let's take the interchangeable piece. The main Morpher comes with the T-Rex, the Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, the Pterodactyl, and the Triceratops, the Blue Ranger. Now, for the life of me, the only thing I remember about this show is that Jason David Frank was the Black Ranger in the series. That's it. It wasn't a very memorable series in my eyes. The only thing I did like is that they actually had Ninja Storm on it, an episode, and I liked that. Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm was cool. If I could find some of the Ninja Storm Morphers, I would really love that. So these are the three. Let's go into detail with these first before I go on to details of the Morpher. This might be a rather long review. This would be the T-Rex, as you can see here. Some just simplistic. Here's the teeth and the silver markings on this, which is pretty neat. In the side, you have the two tabs that connect to the Morpher and some little connector tabs to push some little buttons to get the proper sound effects. Here we go with the Pterodactyl. This one's very simplistic, but very nice. And each one corresponds with what color the suit was and how many stripes were on it. And then you had the Blue Rangers, and really nice detail here because the Blue Ranger one also became like a arm, so it had the markings on the Triceratops for the horns to become grippers. Okay, let's put these aside. Camera might shake a little bit. Now for detail of the Morpher itself. This little piece will move, the mouthpiece. The handle as the Dino Thunder emblem. Some really nice molding in here, design, which is really nice. Same design carries over to where the button and where the speakers are. Alright, now onto the review of the Morpher itself. Here is your on and off switch. It takes two AAA batteries. Once you turn it on, you'll get a confirmation sound. That was it, and sometimes the light will blink, which is right in here or here. We will start with the T-Rex. Once you put it on, nothing. Let me show you something before I do this. Before you put anything on, you could do this, and nothing happens. Nothing will happen until the dino head is attached, but you will get the morphing sound like this. That was also called their Zords. The morph was different. Alright. Now we have the dinosaur, the T-Rex mode on, you'll still get the morphing sound and maybe a light up, remember, right? There's that. That's not the morphing sound, that's to call the Zord. Now when they would morph, they would have it on their wrist and they would open the animal's mouth. No, they pushed the button to activate the morph. To call the Zords, they would open the animal mouth, and this is what happens when you open the T-Rex. I'll do it again because I had the speaker covered. It will roar like the T-Rex. Switch it over to the Yellow Ranger. Each dinosaur will have the exact same morph sequence sound, but this one has a bright red light, and when you summon her dinosaur, her Zord, do it again because I had the speaker covered. You have the pterodactyl call. And last but not least, the Blue Ranger, the Triceratops morph sound. It too has the red LED. And the Dino call. Now, each one was different, and if you want to see it, I will do it. I will put it back on my wrist. And then we do Dion Thunder. Or there we go. I know somebody was going to ask for that. I'll shut that off. Don't want to drain the batteries. That is the 3 attachments that came with this Morpher. So you don't have to run out and buy, if you want to get it, and buy 3 of these. You can if somebody's offering you 3 Morphers and the 3 ones, so you can each person have one. But you do have interchangeable heads, which will come in later in part of this review. The next one I'm going to review is the White Ranger's Morpher. His is, as you can see, it is bigger than the other Morphers. It's a lot longer. I'll show you more on the back. Just can't see with the animal pieces on it. You can see there. It too has the interchangeable head features. It has the same molding right through here, but we have a LED light and a static painted part. We also have molding here in the speaker, and we have the White Ranger's part, like what his costume is here too. The other neat feature is that stays open until you push the button. There is something completely different with the White Ranger Morpher than the originals, and I'll go on to it. Alright, turning it on. Actually, same thing, opening this and pushing the button does that. Now to attach the White Ranger's device to it, morphing sound. Opening up this. Not an animal noise. I thought, well, that was weird. As you can see, it's also a bright LED red light. Now to switch it off to, I forget which dinosaur this is. And this was a secondary Zord that would be called and become an arm. Same LED. same sound. Does it for all of them. Last but not least, Stegosaurus, which was his two main Zords. There's a little bit of a different sound effects in each one. Just a little bit, but not much. Now, what is neat, these pieces will fit on this Morpher. There's your confirmation noise. Let's go with the Stegosaurus first. We get Dino sounds. But that is the T-Rex, isn't it? Let's find out. Let's put the T-Rex's voice on here. Yes. Now, we'll go to this one. Make sure it wants to go on there. This one does not want to work. Making sure it's on. This one will not want to work. Well, this one doesn't want to work on there. But this one will fit, and nothing. It's only the Stegosaurus that will do this. Hang on. Nothing. It seems that only the Stegosaurus will work. If I didn't drop it on the floor. Please amuse my background. Now, as you can see, this is the only one that will work on the original Morpher. Now, let's switch this one off and go to this Morpher, which is still on. T-Rex. There is a little bit of a different sound for each one. Because if you remember in the show, the White Ranger or anybody with these Morphers could summon a different Zord. It would automatically change. So there again, something unique. Because this Morpher came out after this Morpher. Some of the Dino skull heads will not work. But unless you use this Morpher. That they will not work on this Morpher. No matter how well you try to put it on. Just won't work. It's because the little buttons are not made, but for a few things. So, would I recommend these toys? Yes, I would. They're a unique toy. For anybody who wants to role play as their favorite Rangers from different series. Or if you just like collecting Morphers, go ahead and get this. There's several of the different types of Morphers. I'm actually looking for some others. I'm actually looking for the Black Ranger one. Hopefully I can find it. Get these things if you want. As for collector's items, they're different from what the Sentai was, but when we get a series, we'll change some of the things around. I have something coming to me, and I hope you don't judge me. I actually might be getting the Jungle Fury Morphers just for a crappy toy review, because you'll see why. So, this is Cybertron X till these things are full, naked. Later.